if you're comfortable doing business or having business transactions with a registered business. Show of hands. If you're comfortable dealing with an individual who claims to be in this business that you're interested in. Show of hands. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Karama. On here you'll find positivity, motivation, business tips and legal tips, all of which combined are going to help us improve our personal growth and help us learn how to make money in the process. So if you're new here, please subscribe. If you're an old member, welcome back. I'm happy to have you here. Today we're talking about business registration in Uganda, and in particular registration of companies and private companies in Uganda. Hi guys, welcome back. Karama here. So today we're talking about business registration in Uganda. Why should you register your business? First of all, this is going to give you a business identity. So it's important. It's going to give your business a name so that people know that they are dealing with a particular business. It's going to give your business credibility. It's going to increase your competitiveness in a particular business. It's definitely going to increase your doors to accessing finance. No one wants to deal with individuals if they can deal with a company that it deems that is credible, I should say. So you have to know that it's important for you to register your business. You don't want to have this very huge business idea, these connections that are going to help you and not register your company or register your business. So there are different forms of business registration in Uganda especially, but today we're going to talk about registration of a private company. So registering a private company in Uganda can either be for profit, and that's a company limited by shares, or it can be a non-profit, and this is a company limited by guarantee, and these are all limited liability companies or LLCs. And there are different steps. And in Uganda, company registration is governed by the Uganda Registration Services Bureau. You can just check them out on their website and know these processes as well. But just in case you happen to learn of this video, here are the processes. First of all, what's important is to carry out a search and reservation of the business name that you want. So you basically hand in forms or fill in a form online stating which names that you have in mind, so that they search the company register or the business register to find out that this name is not registered in anyone else. No one has used this name before, and it's not going to be conflicting or appearing to be similar to another name that's already registered. So you apply for a search and reservation, and then you pay fees, the prescribed fees for that particular search and reservation. You have to remember that this reservation is valid for a period of only 30 days. So it's important that as soon as you reserve a particular name, you go ahead and register as soon as possible. Secondly is to draft what we call the memorandum and articles of association. These are the documents that are going to govern running of the company. So the memorandum and articles of association basically lays out the memorandum should have the name of the company, it should have the shareholders, it should have how many shares everyone has. Then if it's the articles of association, it's basically the laws and the rules and the regulations that are governing the operation of the company. So have this drafted out. There are standard documents, there are some standard forms that you can just fill out. If you just fill out these forms, just a few pages, maybe about 2 or 3 pages, and once you fill these out, you can pay the prescribed fees, the stamp duty that's stated by the law, and then attach the necessary forms. There are many forms. There's Form A1, Form 20, Form 18, S18. There are quite a number of forms which you have to attach, and this will show the proof of address of the company, the type of shares that are being held by this company or that are being given out by this company. Then they show the names of the directors and the company secretary. So they're basically forms that you just have to fill out, to put together, attach identification and photographs of the shareholders, and then you can submit these for registration. So typically a certificate of incorporation would be issued in a period of 24 to maybe 48 hours. And once you get this certificate of incorporation, it's important that you certify. So you make payments for certification, so that you certify copies of this certificate of incorporation, because you will need it in many places. You're going to need it when applying for a bank account, you're going to need it. When a certified copy, you will need the same when trying to get a trading license and a TIN number, and those are definitely the next processes. So right after certification, then it's important for you to apply for a tax identification number for this company. And to get a tax identification number, the directors of the company need to have tax identification numbers as well. And this is for purposes of definitely maybe following up the income that they're earning from the different sources of the different companies that they have. So it's important for them to have TIN numbers, or else the company will not be able to get a tax identification number. Then you can apply for a trading license at this point, because all these are necessary for you to be able to get a bank account. The bank will require for you to present your trading license and for you to present your tax identification certificate. And then once you have these, you can go ahead and apply apply to have an account opened, a company account opened in the bank. And once this is opened, then the process of registration of a company is complete in Uganda. But you have to know, a trading license is definitely not necessary if the company is not for profit. There are a few things that differ in there. Some forms may not be filed if it's a for-profit company. Other forms may not be filed if it's not for profit. So it's important for you to know that company registration is key, or business registration is key. And another time we'll discuss maybe the other forms of registration. You can register as a sole proprietorship, you can register a one-man company, you can register a partnership. There are quite a number that you can have registered for business in Uganda. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for commenting. Please be sure to add comments to this. Be sure to add questions to this. This is a question that was asked by someone, one of my viewers. Thank you very much, and I'll be happy to share more of this. So from me today, bye bye.